Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway at Hard Rock. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Madison. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
We'll get it complete to Alexander Madison. Continuing to move past the 45. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, your play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw now. It's Ritter. That's complete. Here's Madison. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Got a man. Bowers has it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10 now. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Throw on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker.
He's got it inside the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a N.G.K. Metcalf touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Defenders all set to send it away. Set to return. Here's Darnay Holmes. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A lot of grass ahead. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributing to this lead early on.
Yeah, I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offense of scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Holmes now to return. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast. Another carry for him. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Enough goes to Madison, running right. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 46. It's into the hands of Wright. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A handoff for Madison, running left. Has a lane inside the 25. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Madison. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Quick throw left side, complete. And in for the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off And then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And, well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off, running left, right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Tua now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Madison. This is ahead for about 5. Braylon Trice there to meet him. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length.
Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Buys time, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Sanders all set to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Going left side, Madison with it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Ritter. And they pick him off again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Dolphins come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a... Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have it following that interception on the final play of the 1st quarter. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the give to Madison. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 27. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Out of the gun, Madison. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, gets the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Ritter looking to throw. He'll get this one to Madison. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Ritter to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the... He's got it inside the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. To the ground with Madison. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
He fires one deep down the middle. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. This is Madison. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Raiders pushing for points. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Madison again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing here, Ritter. Short pass brought in. And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. 2nd and 3. Forced out to his right. And they pick him off again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Dolphins have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. He throws a bullet to the center of the... That's grabbed inside the 30. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. From the 34. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now Ritter. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. He'll throw it. He's going deep. And they pick him off again. And the Dolphins do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give for Wright. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Divine Diablo there on the tackle. Right again. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short. They'll bring out the punter here. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. They go with Madison here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense in the hurry up here. They give now to Madison. Along the sideline past midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Got a man, Bowers has it. And he goes out of bounds after getting them to the 7. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They give it to Madison. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Complete on the option.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Oh, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try him left side. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders start the second half with some needed points. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a run with Wright. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 9-point advantage. It's a N.G.K. Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins make it a 10-point ball game. Sanders all set to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Back to throw now. It's Ritter. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Zach Sealer there to bring him down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
On the move, headed right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them, trying to go deep. Now the Raiders readying for the punts, and they'll turn to former All-Pro N.G.K for the kick. This one makes it all the way to the 6 before the team touches down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Tua. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. They run it from the gun with Wright. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Metcalf's got it, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. On target to Waddle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st down, here's Tua. He's on the move. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Wright running out of the gun. Escapes a defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins make it a 16-point ball game. It's a N.G.K. Metcalf touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins take a 3-possession lead. Sanders all set to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here's Ritter. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Ritter. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for this. Throw caught by his running back. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
And he stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They send a tight end in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
They run again with Wright. Jukes one defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has his man, it's Smythe. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. This is Wright. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Running behind center with Wright. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 6-yard gain. They're going to have 4th and 4. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach.
Away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Ritter to throw. He'll get this one to Madison. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense up to the line fast. From the 37. Has a man, it's Madison. Again. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Here's the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Ritter looking to throw. He lets a heater go deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Working quickly here. Back to the well again. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Throw is caught by the back. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Tua out of the pistol. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running right. Here's right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Handoff, running left, right. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This is right, running left. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. But that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
There's a give for right. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. That's 5, it looks like, on the play. So now it's going to be 3rd and 8. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before